Crypto is built on trust. Today, I just want to look at the nature of crypto market and demonstrate how basically everything is built on trust. The same concepts hold true in the cannabis market. If you want to see more content about that, check out my other channel below. Hi, Chris, and you'll be able to see the business side of the licensed cannabis industry in California. So that being said, while you're down there, click the thumbs up button, the subscribe button. Also, click the link after this video to our website, hichris.com. You'll be able to get a bunch of other content, other resources. You'll also be able to reach out to us through the social media links on there. If you want to talk to me directly, you can leave comments below. I'll respond to them directly myself. So please do that. I'd love to engage and hear your side of the story. Also, if you don't like the video, leave a comment as to why and how we can improve things. I appreciate the feedback. So anyway, on to the video. Crypto is built on trust. So is the cannabis space. Like I said, we're not going to be talking about that side. I have other videos about that, but crypto is built on trust in many different layers, both from you're trusting that the electric's going to turn on tomorrow. That's a big what if sometimes, you know, especially these days. You never know what's going to happen after 2020. That's first thing. Next thing, you never know what's going to happen with the government. So you're trusting that the government's going to allow it in the long term. These are all risks. These are all what ifs. So you're putting your trust in that outcome. If you're investing in it, you're hoping that that outcome's in your favor. I'm not here to sugarcoat things and make it look like everything's green pastures. There's always risks to all rewards. There's always an upside and there's always a downside. So don't ever think that anything on this channel, any of the content or anything is risk-free. It's always inherent risk to some degree. It's just about how much of a risk. These crypto projects are built on trust, everything down to the DeFi protocols. And you hear there in the DeFi space, these protocols getting hacked all the time and money being lost left and right. So much so that these DeFi liquidity pools offer insurance now so that you can insure against hacks. Now, how robust that insurance policy is, I don't know. I haven't used it. I don't know anybody that's made a claim. I would say that if you're buying it through a DeFi protocol, it's probably some form of automation involved. So if there isn't, it's kind of like an ether scan. You have the proof right there that you bought the insurance and that is covering a certain aspect of a hack. The hacks can somewhat be insured against, but you're still trusting that that's not going to happen, that the protocol itself has the security and the ability to secure itself and the funds inside of the protocol. So these are important aspects to understand, that if you're jumping into these things, these are inherent risks that are underlying that you may not be aware of. So by being more aware of it, just like I said in my other video about risk, is you want to make educated, calculated risks. You don't want to just jump in blindly. So this helps you do that by understanding what are the nuances to this market and how to mitigate it. And it's hard because it's always built on trust. So you have to give the trust, and then if the trust is violated, then you take it away. But that means you're still down something because you had to allow that violation to happen in order to understand that that trust is no longer there. It's like a dog that bit you that now you have to put to sleep. You don't want to find that out the hard way. Ideally, you want to hedge your bets. You want to take calculated risks. You want to do your research. Always do your research. This channel is not investing advice. Invest money that you're not willing to lose, first of all, and don't invest based on what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about my experiences, what I've learned, what I've observed, what I think might happen. That being said, NFT space is built on trust. If you buy into an NFT project, you're trusting that that project's going to endure, that you're going to actually have some sort of value on the other end after their release, after their whole hype, after their marketing. Are they actually going to carry through the project? And that's a big what if these days. You really got to take that into account. Do your research on the teams, do your research on the projects. Check out, there's a lot of great content on YouTube about NFTs and how to properly vet them out. Please do your own research on this, please. And NFTs is very, very advanced. It's a whole different mindset than crypto investing, even DeFi. Get into it at your own risk. If you are going to get into it, the market's definitely in a downtrend right now, an accumulation period. So if you are thinking of getting in, now's the time to get in. So trust with crypto. Ultimately, you're trusting that the space is going to uphold, you know, the value that it promises ultimately. And that's with the blockchain, the decentralization, etc. And there's a lot of people out there that think that all cryptos, all protocols, everything's going to be banned and just go down the tubes except Bitcoin. And that's definitely a possibility and one of the realities of our future And until we get to that point, until we actually create that reality and make that possibility happen, we don't know what's going to happen. We very well could just see Bitcoin and Ethereum dominate. We could see securities come against everything except Bitcoin. And I think that's what some people are thinking, because Bitcoin truly isn't the one thing that was never put out in promise of giving a return. It wasn't asking for anything in return. It literally just naturally started and spread. It naturally built its own value. It was designed from within to build its own value. So truly, that's the only thing that was never somewhat considered a security. Even Ethereum, which the SEC says it isn't a security, but it hasn't officially been declared that either. So it could still go either way, and there's a lot of confusion in that. And if you look at the Ripple XRP lawsuit, they try to lean on that a lot because there isn't any clarity in that. Like, why is Ethereum allowed to operate freely when they basically did the same a lot of these other coins have done to raise money that classifies them as a security? Again, you're trusting in something happening for you to get your money back. So that being said, I just want to make that aware. Trust is, in some cases, some people make trust to be earned. I find that hard to do even in real life, but especially with crypto, you can't force them to earn your trust. You literally got to go in trusting that you're going to come out okay. Like I said, the ball can go either way. It can bounce either way at that point. So most of the time for most people, they're getting out ahead in the green, but you want to be careful. It's definitely easy to lose money, and you want to make calculated risks and do your research, and don't take other people's opinion and invest off of that without doing your own research. So thanks again for watching. Make sure to click the links below, click the thumbs up button, click the subscribe and the bell, click the website. On the website, you're going to be able to sign up for our newsletter, where you'll get all this great content plus more, and also check out our social media links on the website. And thanks for sharing. Thanks for supporting. I really appreciate it. And check out my other channels too. High Vibrations, which is all about self-mastery, entrepreneurship. It's about living the greatest version of yourself, health, wealth, happiness, peace, joy. You want all these aspects in your life to be fulfilled, and you want them to be in abundance. And this channel goes over all the different ways that you can create this, from the moment you wake up to the time you go to sleep, to while you're actually during the time you're sleeping. So constantly we want to be creating as much as possible, and your reality is always a form of that. So check out that channel, High Vibrations, and then check out my other channel, Hi Chris. That's the wholesale business cannabis content in the licensed cannabis space in California. So we have a lot to talk about on there as well. Thanks again for tuning in, and check out my other videos.